This might be the start of the Florida State fans. Maybe they did last year. Of hey, let's start paying out and getting Mike Norvell out of here. I mean,
he's got a nice size buyout now.
that's fine.
Good
The
size
Boosters better
buyout.
step it up because they're not going anywhere with this guy. They're not. And Alabama, I'm pretty sure Nick Saban's going to be in there showing them bulletin board bullshit from Florida State saying, hey, this is what they're saying. So
I'm sure they've seen it.
Oh, yeah, they have.
Tommy Castellanos couldn't start at UCF, transferred to Boston College, and got benched there. He's really, really tearing it up.
This is All About the Balls podcast with Mark Davis, Kriska Meinhardt, Luke Rule, Jake Winnikine, and Nick the Doc Skirkowitz. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to All About the Balls podcast. It is a big, big week. It is week one of the college football season. I'm Mark Davis. That's Luke Rule. That's Kriska Meinhardt, all decked out in our college gear today. Luke, I'll start with you. We are literally a couple nights away from college football from this recording. It's Thursday night. We have Friday games. We have Saturday games. We have Sunday. We have Monday games. How pumped are you to be finally talking college football? That means something.
Yeah, I mean, I'm real excited for it. I know my team's not projected to do much this year, so I get to live in that happy world where I don't have to care about what my team does week to week because I already know they're going to be bad. So this is fine with me. So I get to shit on everybody else's team knowing my team already sucks.
so he gets a pass, Chris, because his team sucks. We can't talk.
I'm taking that same logic into NFL world.
Yeah,
I'm fucking railing everybody's team.
Yeah, everybody can shit on the Saints because they're probably going to suck anyways.
I do hate that whole
shitting on them.
I do hate the whole argument. Like if we're talking about a team, right? Like let's say Luke talks and someone comes like, let's say Doc talks to Luke's like, oh, UCF sucks. I'm like, well, that wasn't the conversation. Yeah. Now we could bring a new conversation after we finish the conversation about Florida State sucking. But like Luke doesn't say like, hey, UCF's good. He's just saying Florida State sucks.
UCF might have more wins than Florida State.
They might. Chris, how pumped are you though? Let's transition to your excitement. LSU, Clemson this Saturday night. How pumped are you for that game? How pumped are you for college football being back?
College football, very excited. Clemson game, very nervous, but very excited.
We will talk that as one of the games we're talking about tonight. Definitely one of the games. Yeah, excitement in the air. You know, Texas, Ohio State, hopefully on YouTube TV. We have LSU, Clemson. That will be on YouTube TV regardless. And then we have big games all around. You know, outside of the Fox game, we know we'll have TVs or games on TV. So, Luke, I know you mentioned Thursday, Friday. You know, we have Colorado, Georgia Tech. That should be exciting. You broke some news today. Game. Pretty sure you broke some news.
Yeah, they got
the one with the transfer,
the quarterback,
the Liberty transfer.
Liberty.
Yep, over the
Kalen Salter, right?
Yeah.
I mean, from what I saw last year, I think he was pretty good. I mean, I haven't looked up his stats or anything, but Liberty was always one of those Group of 5 teams that a lot of people projected to make the playoffs. So, I mean, I think he's a rightful person to take the starting job at least at the beginning of the season. It's easier to bench him than throw the true freshman in there and bench him later.
Yeah, and the true freshman can learn too. You can get some, learn from experience. It's not bad for him, and he's reclassified anyways.
Is Salter what is he, a junior or senior?
Oh, I mean,
he's up there. He's one of those.
Hey, I'd say
he's at least 2 years.
Hey, he's not a freshman.
Liberty. No, he's not a freshman. He played 2 years at Liberty at least.
Oh yeah, he's definitely not a freshman. I mean, he's definitely been playing.
And he started. He's played games before that mattered.
I mean, how many games? We don't 100% know at the moment. But, I mean, if you give me like just 2 seconds, I mean, it's right here. He's a senior. Transfer senior. He's from, if you want to know, he's from Cedar Hill, Texas. Oh,
wow.
He also played at Tennessee at one point.
Wow, didn't know that.
I don't think he took a snap, but yeah, he played 2 years at Liberty. He probably sat behind Hooker. I believe he sat behind Hooker. Or maybe he got hurt and Hooker was supposed. I know Hooker came in for someone that was supposed to play, but are we ready for the first game we're actually talking about though?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's talk Texas and Ohio State. It's the number 1 team in the preseason rankings, the AP rankings, and Texas Longhorns, first time ever going to the reigning national champions. A rematch of one of the semifinal games last year in the CFP. Number 3 Ohio State. What storylines do you guys want to start with this game? Lots of storylines.
Yeah, Dave Portnoy is kicked out of the shoe, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Apparently he's banned.
He's a Michigan fan, so I don't think
Yeah, apparently they banned him his first day with Big Noon Kickoff, and he can't even go.
He's probably just going to shit talk Ohio State, which actually I wouldn't mind him being there for that. It would be pretty cool for me.
He said he was rooting for Ohio State.
He'll go a heavy pregame because he'll be outside the stadium.
Which is funny because I don't
think he's going anymore.
So he has more loyalty to the conference than he does hating Ohio State, because I watch another show that they're big Ohio State fans, and he wants Michigan to lose every single game this year. It doesn't matter if they're playing the SEC or not. He wants them to lose. I mean, I don't want OU beating Michigan. There's just no way I root for the rival to win.
Yeah.
But no, actual storylines though. We have Arch Manning. We have your boy Julian Sayin, first career start. Archie Manning, first year starter, full-time starter. So a lot of pressure on these quarterbacks already. I mean, they're playing probably two of the best defenses in football, and it's going to show this Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, the two of the top premier programs probably this year going in. Both teams going to have to rebuild what they lost. Both teams lost heavily in the draft. So, I mean, both teams are going to have to step up. And then, like you mentioned, Mark, two quarterbacks that are going to be starting fresh. And what terrible way for Arch to start than fucking at Ohio. So he'll get tested for sure. Very interesting that the number one team is underdogs in this game.
First time ever, right? If I'm not mistaken, or something like that.
I think I said
first time in a long time, at least.
Yeah, it was like fucking 19 something.
Yeah, probably fucking 60s or some shit.
Yeah, well, let's keep talking the Arch Manning real quick. Because Chris mentioned how big of a pressure game it is for him. I get it, big pressure. This is probably the best team he's faced as the starting quarterback, and now it will be his third career start. But I mean, I still think there's a lot more pressure on Sayin than there is Arch, because Sayin hasn't played he hasn't started a single game at all. First career game. I know Chris, their stat was he was trying to bring up before he lost connection was the last 18 the last 20 years, 18 quarterbacks start the first game against a number one team, their own 18. Now, Texas is coming in with 3 preseason All-Americans, Luke, on the defensive side. And they have a revamped defensive line as well. They have added some on the defensive line in the trenches in the middle. So there's a lot of pressure for this kid, too.
Yeah, I think Arch still has more pressure on him just because of his name. Arch goes out there and he stinks it up. He's going to get fucking destroyed in the media. But if he plays well, he'll get praised like nobody else, too. It's kind of got like the Sanders effect a little bit. Very similar thing. Big name player in there with high expectations. Especially, I don't know the last time a quarterback was hyped up nearly as much as Arch was.
It's been a long time. I know, like when Trevor started to finally play, he was getting a lot of praise because he was supposed to be that golden boy coming in, best prospect that was supposed to come out of the college since Andrew Luck. So he was being compared to what the Andrew Luck talent level was back when he was in Stanford. Yeah. So I get it. The name factor is pressure, but I believe with Sarkisian, I mean, in Ohio State, this is also a lot on Sayin. He's learning a new offensive scheme. Chip Kelly's not there no more. Ohio State has new OC and DC. This isn't just like, we won the national championship. We're still this dominant force, and they probably still are going to be dominant against other teams, and they might play Texas really well. I'm not saying they can't, but you have a new OC and a new DC. Texas has the experience still. They have the same system. They have the same scheme. So what does that do for Ohio State? What does that do for this quarterback? New running backs that are starting. You got a transfer from West Virginia. You got a new full-time starter as well that was backing up Junkins and Sampson. So what are they going to become? You have Jeremiah Smith, but outside him and Tate, what else do we get? Jeremiah Smith was held in check against Texas last time.
Yeah, I mean, well, I guess we'll see what happens. I think it's going to end up being a close game. I think it could go really either way. I know Vegas has given OSU the 2.5 point favorite just for home field advantage, I would assume.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, just home field. Yeah, I think neutral site, I think based on, because you usually get like 3.5 points, I think we'd be like a 1.5 point favorite, but that's still that's pretty much even.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, definitely exciting game to kick off your Saturday right after college game day in the morning.
And I believe Lee Corso
right into the game.
I believe Lee Corso is picking Ohio State. He's going to pick his first love. Now, I know he picked Texas all year last year. That was his NCAA champion for football. but not this year. I think he's going with his first love to end his last show. His last mascot head will be his first mascot head.
Yeah, I would assume so. I think that was already planned out way in advance. As soon as they saw this game on the schedule, like, yeah, that's what we're doing.
I will say real quick, though, Luke, what I'm nervous about is Texas O-line. We have 4 new starters. Now, we do have a 5th guy. We have Campbell who's returning, but 4 new offensive linemen. That is a lot to also potentially – that's a lot to overcome, too, because you have 4 new starters that have not played. One did play some meaningful minutes as a backup when we got some guys banged up. But besides that, still, he's a new starter.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, plus they're going against pretty good D-line, too. So, I mean, thrown right into the fire week 1.
Well, then they have Jack Sawyer's no longer there. JT's no longer there. So, like, it's just, I don't know, man. Like, there's a lot of changes, like Chris was saying, a lot of turnover on both sides. Who do you have winning?
I think I'm taking Texas in this game. I think that's where my money is going to go.
You put money on this?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm
God, they're going to be so pissed if you're gonna...
Oh yeah, I think I'm going to Texas money line on this game. I was thinking about doing like an all SEC betting line. I think I was going to take LSU money line too.
Okay. So what, LSU, Bama, Texas, South Carolina?
I think I'm take Bama to cover.
What's this? What's the? I mean, I know we're talking about. What's the spread for them?
Let's see. I have it up here somewhere. What time is their game?
3:30. Would you take South Carolina too, Virginia Tech? I know, like that's another ACC, SEC.
Yeah, it depends on what that spread is. How I do it.
If you do money line, yeah. Bama's number 8.
Is it just what, Sunday?
No, it's Saturday. It's Saturday game for Bama.
At 3:30?
Yeah, they play 3:30 in FSU and Tally.
I don't see it. I don't know why it was not popping up here.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely they are playing. You really don't see it, huh?
No, ESPN.
Right here, they're 13.5 point favorite.
Yeah, I'm taking Alabama money line there. I mean, I take the spread.
Yeah. Well, Luke, let's move on to LSU and Clemson. You brought that up, during your little SEC parlay. This is the Battle of Death Valley. Battle of the Tigers. Yeah. You have the number 9 LSU Tigers coming in to Clemson to face Dabo Swinney, Cade Klubnik, and that massive, massive defensive line. Luke, what's your first storyline you're looking at with this game?
Yeah, I mean, it's to see what the that LSU defense can do against Cade Klubnik. I mean, he's somewhat of a mobile quarterback, and LSU struggled heavily against mobile quarterbacks last year. I think Jalen Milroe ran for like damn near 300 yards on him and 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, that was a bad
and
one.
other sellers balled out against him too. I know they ended up losing that game because he got hurt, and that pick 6 that got called back for the blindside block against South Carolina. I think there was another running quarterback that diced him up pretty good too last season. So, I mean, that defense just has to figure it out to get them in check. But then that D-line against a pretty much brand new offensive line, I think Brian Kelly said they're going to rotate 6 to 7 linemen the entire game.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's going to work. That's
an offensive lineman?
Yeah, he's going to rotate.
Oh my God.
6 or 7 offensive linemen.
You're making it easier for me to say Clemson. I mean, this defensive line, Luke, and Clemson's
they're
scary.
pretty nasty.
That defense in general, it's Clemson. Let's just be honest. We know Clemson has a good defense. They're usually one of the best defenses in college football. They've been like that probably the last decade, really, since they started winning, maybe a little before that. Luke, what I'm looking at is Cade versus Garrett. I mean, Cade versus Nuss. Like, these are 2 of probably the top 3 quarterbacks in next year's draft class, as everyone's projecting to be. I'm not going to count Arch because I don't believe Arch is coming out into the draft. So I'm going to count Nuss and Cade as probably 2 of the top 3 quarterbacks. And this is a big statement game. This is a big statement game, not just for the Death Valley conversation that the ACC's been having and LSU's been clapping back, and then the Battle of the Tigers. This is a dominance game. This is going to be, I believe, a chippy, a nasty game. I believe Nuss and Cade are going to be in there, probably talking a little shit to the defenses as they're playing. What do we make, like I said, of this defense too for LSU? Like, it's just a lot going on.
Yeah, I think I saw somebody make an interesting take about LSU in this game. That LSU might be too antsy to play this game. They've been putting up like little paw prints all over all over their practice facilities, stuff like that. I think they might have too much emotion going into this game, and it's going to make some stupid mistakes early on in this game until they settle in. And I think Clemson's just doing what they usually do. I mean, you don't see Clemson talking about LSU at all, really. Dabo's like, hey, business as usual, and Brian Kelly's making it a statement that it's on. Like 1-0 is everywhere around the building. Paul prints are everywhere. They got Paul prints on the practice dummies at the facility. So I think if they don't keep their emotions in check in this game, I think this game Clemson can run away with it easily. But I think the more talented team overall would be LSU.
And I would say this, when it comes to the coaches, I trust Dabo more than Brian Kelly.
Yeah, everybody says Brian Kelly's good though. I'm the one saying he's bad.
I've never been a Brian Kelly fan. I think LSU's also lost 5 straight games to start the season too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 5 years in a row.
So can they get off that trend that they've been week 1 kind of duds? Not all of them were blowouts, but some of them were close. And I mean, it's tough. You're going into what they say the OG Death Valley, the first one. You're going into Clemson at night. Dabo Swinney coming down the hill with the Tigers. You have Cade Klubnik, who was playing really good football last year. The run game, that's a little shaky on Clemson, but a lot of people are high on it. Chris mentioned it in the playoff episode. Clemson's got stud receivers. Like Clemson's stacked. Clemson's loaded. This is probably one of the best offenses they've had in quite some time.
Yeah. Plus, it's going to be an orange out game. The whole stadium's wearing orange. No purple in the stadium.
Nothing but orange. They don't wear purple because LSU's going to be rocking probably white and purple, and yellow, of course. But Luke, when it's all said and done, I have Clemson winning. Like I said, I believe they go undefeated going into the college football playoffs. And I'm not going to say they're going to blow out LSU, but I just believe they're the more superior team. They're the better team, better coaching. I think the offense is better. I think the defense is better. And that's what's going to matter. They win on all, I would say even special teams. They're going to win all 4 phases of the game between offense, defense, special teams, and coaching. Give me the Clemson Tigers this weekend.
It's gonna be a fun game to watch. I know we'll be in the chats all just talking shit. Probably play.
I pray Texas wins so that if I talk shit, nothing can be said back to me.
Yeah. Good thing about me is my game will be over 2 days before. We just forget about it. And I'm free Saturday to talk shit all day long.
Who do you have winning this game?
I think
I know you're doing an SEC parlay,
yeah.
but what does your brain say?
I think LSU is going to get it done. Close game.
Man, it's a big statement game too. Like this could flip seedings around if they're kind of near each other too in the playoffs. So this could flip things. Luke, let's go to Sunday night though. Let's go to the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, the Miami Hurricanes. This is an old school rivalry back in the day. You have 6 versus 10. A lot of unknowns for both these teams, Luke. What are you looking for?
Yeah, this is the Catholics versus convicts game.
Jesus.
What? That's what it's been dubbed. I mean, they got Notre Dame as a 2.5-point favorite on the road at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. So, I mean, it's interesting. I know Miami this is probably the one game of the year that Miami might fill their stands because they still have hope for this season. But after this, I mean, Miami just struggles to get fans in the stands.
Well, you've been saying the last couple seasons, and I was listening to a podcast today that he's a Hurricanes fan. He's like, it's just disgusting. Like, you used to watch back in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s, the Orange Bowl used to be filled up. The Hurricanes used to fill that stadium up. And you're driving an hour out of the way, and you're just not going to get fans there.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be a big advantage if they could fill that stadium up too. I mean, it's an NFL stadium. I mean, get it nice and loud in there. But I get it. I mean, the stadium's at least 45 minutes away from the campus, if not an hour in traffic, hour and a half in traffic.
They should build one about 15, 20 minutes off campus, if anything.
Yeah, I think they've looked into it, but I don't think they can get the land, enough land to do it.
Yeah.
But they're about to be the only big school in Florida without an on-campus stadium. USF's stadium's under construction already.
Dang. Miami better step it up.
They're going to have the longest bar in Florida.
Man, I might have to go to that. But
yeah, the stadium looks cool. I saw a little walkthrough video of the rendering. It looked sweet.
If they can do it, Miami can do it. But look, let's get back to this game. A lot of unknowns. Miami's got pretty much a whole new team. Revamped offense, revamped defense. A lot of receivers that are new. Half the defense is new. We have CJ Carr from the Fighting Irish as a first-time starter. Carson Beck coming in Miami from Georgia. I mean, I just don't know what to expect here. I don't know if I know the only thing I can expect is the Irish are going to run the ball, and they have two stud running backs.
Yeah, I think the Irish should be a much more physical team overall. I mean, was it Jeremiah Love? He was balling out last year.
And Price too.
Yeah. Then I don't know too much about their quarterback. I don't know if he's really that good at passing ball, but they usually have some pretty solid wide receivers. Nobody too special. Then their defense is always pretty nasty.
Yeah, the defense is usually feisty. The O line's usually big hogs down there in the trenches. Defense usually line's pretty good too. It's interesting to see what Carson Beck's going to do. I mean, he had a lot of heat in Georgia last year. His numbers weren't like terrible. Like they were still on par with a lot of other guys, but it's, he was with Georgia, so we were expecting a lot more from him. Now he comes to Miami.
He also led college football in drop passes too, so not all on him. I think he had one receiver had 9 drop passes in a game or some shit.
Yeah,
that does make a difference.
And he has the experience. So out of the quarterbacks, he's got the experience. The experience factor goes to Carson Beck. He's here. It's a new, fresh environment. Kind of like what Mario Cristobal did with Cam Ward last year. He came in from Washington State, and Cam Ward, the rest was history. He balled out. He became the number 1 quarterback taken in the draft. And then here comes Carson Beck, and they're hoping to get the same out of him with Mario Cristobal as his head coach.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting to see what he does. Like Carson Beck's been a decent quarterback over Georgia. I mean, Georgia has so much talent around him. It's not like he has to do too much. But,
yeah.
I mean, Miami is also a very talented team, so I think he can do it. I mean, he doesn't have no outside distractions anymore. He got rid of his girlfriend. So
I would say more she got rid of him, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I believe she's not the one that's engaged. So yeah.
No, the other one is to Ferg.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just a lot of unknown. And Luke, I'm going with Miami. I think Miami's going to actually withstand the heat. I think that's the thing I think this defense is going to get back to a little bit what they were a couple of years ago. Maybe not fully back. I know last year their defense was terrible. It was one of the worst at least in the Power 5 or Power 4. And I think this year with the revamped defense, I think that's going to be a lot of unknowns that the Irish can't prepare for. And I believe the Hurricanes come in here and they get a upset home victory over the Irish. And I believe there might be more Irish fans in the stands than the Hurricanes.
Yeah, it's very possible. I mean, their fan base travels pretty well. All right, the Irish have a huge fan base. I think Notre Dame takes this in a close game, though.
Chris, welcome back. I know we got to already talk about Clemson, but Luke had LSU, I had Clemson. Real quick though, before we finish this game, who do you have winning?
LSU.
Okay. But Notre Dame, Miami, who do you have winning this game?
Notre Dame. I think they're going to ground and pound it against Miami. Miami's not going to be able to stop it.
Damn. Well, let's move on to a game that I know we're all going to be waiting for. 3:30. Number 8 Alabama and unranked Florida State. A lot of shit talking from the Florida State side. I don't think that they really know that they went 2-10 last year. New quarterback for both teams. A lot of storylines going on here. What are you guys looking forward to?
Yeah, I mean, Florida State's coming in here pretty much like a different team. OC's changed. Luke's boy Gus is over there as offensive coordinator. Their defensive coordinator, Tony White.
Offensive wizard over there. So he did at UCF and just fucking burned it to the ground.
Yeah, pretty sure it's a whole new offensive line as well for Florida State. Tommy Castellanos is coming in, shit talking right away.
He balled out last year in the ACC.
Yeah, he did ball out.
Yeah, he also got benched.
Yeah, he balled out. But yeah, I mean, I think Mike Norvell is going to go into this game expecting Tommy to run. And like I was telling Mark last night, I'm thinking probably about betting Florida State winning halftime because I can see them start coming out hot. They came out hot against Georgia Tech. Right away scored a touchdown. Everyone was like, oh, Florida State's the real deal. And then fucking 12 games later, they were not the real deal.
Well, and Bama, you mentioned OC. Bama's got a new OC too. They have Ryan Grubb, so he's coming back with Kellen DeBoer, old Huskies reunion. So I mean, there's new OC there too for the Alabama Crimson Tide.
There's new OC there. They're coming up with a new defensive scheme as well, so they're changing the defensive side up. Ty Simpson, I think compared to last year, teams went against Alabama expecting Jalen Milroe to beat them passing. and that's how they could defeat Jalen Milroe. I mean, look at the Vanderbilt game with Ty Simpson now. I think Alabama can truthfully beat you passing the ball.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we're going to see. I mean, I don't think Florida State's that special. So, I mean, this could be a good, nice warm-up game for them. They do have a new transfer coming from Miami as well at wide receiver to pair with Ryan Williams. But I know he started off hot last year, but Ryan Williams to me, he was quiet the second half of the season. I didn't see any much flash from him like we were seeing the first half.
I mean, he had the big breakout game against Georgia, and that was it. We were talking about it a couple months ago. I think he had 2 100-yard games last year.
Yeah, it wasn't.
He had the crazy catch against Georgia, hyped him up, and then that was it.
That was it. I mean, Chris, I wouldn't take the first half. I really think this is a beatdown from probably start to finish.
Yeah, I think Alabama's going to come into this game pissed off, and I think they just want to. I think early on in the game, Alabama's going to make a statement against Florida State and quiet the chomps down for like fucking throughout the game, so they don't have to hear 3 hours of the fucking chops.
Oh, every time you take a first down, they're going to do it. So I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, they do it every play on defense too. Every play. So hopefully Alabama can quiet that down pretty early on.
How bad are we thinking though? How bad does Alabama win? Truthfully,
I think it's at least 20 points.
Two scores.
I'm going at least 3. I think it's at least a 17-point game. At the end of the game,
I think it's a 2-score game.
This might be the start of the Florida State fans, like maybe they did last year, of hey, let's start paying out and getting Mike Norvell out of here. I mean,
he's got a nice size buyout now.
Yeah, that's fine. The boosters better step it up because they're not going anywhere with this guy. They're not. And Alabama, I'm pretty sure Nick Saban's going to be in there showing them bulletin board bullshit from Florida State saying, hey, this is what they're saying. So
I'm sure they've seen it.
Oh, yeah, they have.
Tommy Castellanos couldn't start at UCF, transferred to Boston College, and got benched there. He's really, really tearing it up.
Let's move on to Sunday, the first game on Sunday, Virginia Tech versus South Carolina. And the reason I want to talk about this is because South Carolina was one of those teams last year that was complaining about not making the CFP. And a lot of times when these historically middle-of-the-tier SEC schools do good one year, the next year they kind of go back to being irrelevant. So what do we expect South Carolina to do to start off their 2025 campaign?
Okay. I like South Carolina overall. I like Sellers. I think they'll probably be middle of the road SEC team again, maybe top half. But I think they'll be around the same, like 9-3, somewhere in there, 8-4, going throughout the season. I mean, just kind of tough to replicate that. And I think their season's dependent on Sellers. If Sellers goes down, then they're probably going to lose like 5 to 6 games.
I mean, I'm actually buying the hype a little bit here. I think this is going to be a good team. I think they have one of the best defensive players in the nation with Dylan Stewart. Obviously, Sellers is a Heisman candidate. They have good receivers. They have a good tight end. The running back transfer from Utah State, he's supposed to be pretty good. I like what I'm seeing from the Gamecocks out here in Columbia. I mean, I live an hour away, so maybe it's the whole home team rubbing off on me, kind of like how Luke with you are with Vandy. Yeah. I don't know. I like what I'm seeing. I think Sellers is going to improve, and I think he's going to have a big season. I don't think he wins the Heisman, but I think this game against Virginia Tech, this is a statement game for South Carolina. It's a statement game for both teams. I think Virginia Tech's trying to bounce back and come back to being relevant in the ACC, but I just think that South Carolina's too much to handle, too much speed, too much firepower, and a crazy, crazy defense this year is going to be too much for the Hokies to overcome.
Yeah, I still have South Carolina winning this game. I just throughout the season, I don't know how great they'll be.
Well, they have big games, I mean, they still play Bama, they still got to play LSU. Everything just flip flops from last year. It was home or away, so they'll be in LSU this year. And I think they were home for Alabama last year too, so they might have to go to Alabama as well.
Yeah, I think you're right. Excited to see what Sellers does. I mean, I know a lot of people have him as kind of like an underdog Heisman. Like you mentioned, Mark, all their running backs are transfers. They lost Rocket. So interesting to see how the transfers, if they hit on that, replace some of their offensive line. And then they lost some of their big boys on their defensive line, which made them fucking nasty last year. So
Still have Dylan Stewart.
still have Stewart, correct?
He's one of the top guys in the nation on the D line. So we'll see. Who wins, Chris? Sorry.
Oh, South Carolina. I think Sellers on his feet. Get it done.
His feet. Oh, yeah. Well, hopefully he's on his feet, because if you're on your ass, you ain't going to win this game. So, but
His legs.
I know it. Yeah, him running the ball. Yeah, you made me laugh there. I didn't make a thing for it, but Belichick's returning. I mean, I know we don't care much about TCU, but how excited we see Bill Belichick on the sidelines, this time rocking a little baby blue and white.
It'll be interesting to see him on the college sideline. I hope I get to see his wife.
I'm sure she'll be down there. She probably have a headset on. Yeah,
Little
sure.
couple of Twitter posts today that she's pregnant. So
Man, what a big X day today, man. We got a
Dude.
lot of couple news. I didn't think we were going to talk about it, but yeah, X is
Taylor, Kelsey.
congrats. So if you have Travis Kelce in fantasy, congrats to you. He's probably going to be the number one tight end this year.
Probably. He said he was also taking a step back from acting because it affected his career. So
He was pretty good in Happy Gilmore too.
yeah, but it affected him on his field. The Bear.
I mean, he was still number 5 in fantasy last year.
I'm just telling you what he said.
Oh, I know. He's focused. You know, he's in love. He's there. Congrats to Taylor and Travis. Way to follow the footsteps of Josh Allen, Haley Steinfeld. Haley Steinfeld Allen. Sorry. Let me get that correct.
Yeah.
But guys,
Justin Herbert's the next one up.
he's with Madison B, right?
Yeah,
Next one up.
next one.
Joe Burrow had one too. I don't know if that's still going on.
I don't know.
I don't think
Yeah,
he claimed like that.
Oh, he didn't. He's a man of the people. He wants to just be out there doing his own thing. So, but guys, great episode. Can't wait for college football this Thursday night. It starts. It's officially. I know we had Iowa State and Kansas State, and that went down to the wire. And then we had Hawaii, Stanford. Congrats to the kicker learning how to kick a football on YouTube. But this is the big games now. I understand it's probably the Big 12's biggest game ranked wise for a few weeks, but this is the big times now. We have big games now going forward.
It'll be a good
Good luck.
weekend.
Good luck to LSU. Good luck to UCF.
Yeah, thanks. Hopefully, we don't
Good
need
luck
luck
to
this game.
Texas. I'll be rooting for you.
I'm rooting for you too. I just don't think you're gonna win. I would like to see you guys win, but I just believe Clemson is just too loaded.
Yep, that same loaded team lost to fucking 2 SEC teams last year. So
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
They lost South Carolina in a rivalry game, and anything can happen. They did lose to Texas.
Yep.
And
So,
did they lose to Georgia last year, week 1?
yep. So 3
Yeah.
SEC teams. So
Damn, they had 3 on their schedule. Oh, they had 2 on their schedule.
Yeah,
They're
it's on the
lucky.
schedule, and then
they're lucky
That's
they
it.
even made the. They're lucky they even made the conference. Barely squeaked by a win with SMU. Barely won the ACC.
well,
So
Well,
I
I
believe-
mean, they made the playoffs though. LSU
no,
did.
they did make the. They did make the playoffs because of what though?
Syracuse beat Miami.
Yeah, squeaked by an ACC win.
Yeah.
Out of their control.
What's funny was they were the 16th ranked team in the final CFP rankings, and they only got in because they had to be the 5th team in.
Correct.
But
Yep.
now,
And then,
now it'll be 11th or 12th, depending on where the Group of 5 school is.
Yeah, and then Brian Kelly came out, said that he expects to see 6 or 7 offensive linemen. in
Yeah,
and
I
out
mentioned
of-
that earlier.
Luke mentioned that one. That
Yeah,
one.
it doesn't make sense to me, but I don't know.
Yeah, but,
what the thought process is.
Did
I mean,
you also mention about how Clemson fans were talking shit, and then Dabo Swinney came out today and said he expects to see 7 offensive linemen in and out of the game as well. So
Oh yeah,
go watch his press conference.
yeah. I'm just saying it doesn't. I don't. Why are we rotating offensive linemen?
Because-
that's the question I had.
Oh, because I think like
It is
the
a valid
guard-
question.
I think
Yeah.
a couple of the guards just haven't stepped up yet. Not stepped up, but like
Isn't that what summer camp's been for? Like to see.
no, I mean they're battling it out.
Oh, so week 1.
So they're going to battle it out in the game.
So like I know I know the sayings. If you have 2 QBs, you have no QBs. If you have 7 offensive linemen, do you not? Or so these guys?
I don't think the offensive linemen have like separated themselves yet.
Yeah, I just think it's. I don't think I've ever seen somebody rotate offensive linemen. I don't know if he said how he plans on doing it. If he's sending them like switching drives.
I don't think he's going to keep. I don't think he's going to keep rotating them. I think he has his starting 5 or whatever, and then if one of the guards is getting fucking eat up, then
the problem is he's playing against probably the best D-line in college football. Like I think we've all established that. Like this is probably the most talented D-line in college football. They have, like you said, 4 top guys that are probably in the top 50 when they get drafted. So
yeah,
I mean,
we'll see.
it's yeah. I mean, hey, we'll see. Chris, did you have Texas winning or Ohio State winning? I know you said you're rooting for us, but you didn't say who you have winning.
I have Texas.
All right, man. Well, appreciate that. Luke, that's a clean sweep on the show, which that's never good. So
That means Texas is losing.
yeah, I hope not. But guys, great episode. Can't wait to be here Thursday. Get your ESPN Plus accounts ready, not just for UCF, but there are some games on there that could be entertaining. It's not just UCF, but honestly, get your ESPN accounts ready. Get YouTube TV ready. Hopefully Fox stays on board. We'll find out tomorrow. We'll find out. We got to have it on. But I'm Mark Davis. That's Chris Meinhardt. That's Luke Rule. This is All About the Boss podcast. Good luck to all the college teams out there. See you next time.
Thank you for checking out another episode of All About the Balls podcast. We want to thank all of our listeners and supporters of the Sack House. You can listen to the show on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. And don't forget to subscribe and give us a follow on Twitter and Instagram at the Sack House.